Hi, if you're new here, I'm Kanita, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today, we are continuing watching Made in Abyss Season 2, and we are on 8th episode now, so let's get to it. Let's go. Alright. I thought for a second, is this like a flashback to a reminder, but no. Mm-hmm. What was his part, though? Part of the promise, I mean. Eradicate? I mean, that is true. Okay. Maybe I don't remember very well the first interaction between Fapute and Drag, what she was talking about. She said that he was going to bring like the thing that is the value for him, something that is his most important value, to find it and bring it. But now she says they had some kind of agreement. It seems they made promises to each other. Hmm. And she has already is already fulfilling her promise that she can do anything for him. She gave a part of herself for him without no hesitation. And it means that no matter what, he has to fulfill his promise to now. It's kind of bonded to it. So I'm kind of curious what it is. And then she says, we are going to eradicate them. So maybe that was part of his promise. Maybe if this is Iramu, maybe she wants to take revenge on people who have wronged her and Vueka, so to say, as we still didn't see the end of the flashback. But we can assume that Iramu somehow was used to heal everyone from the disease. And she had a close bond with Vueka. So maybe Vueka didn't appreciate it, and that's how the form the wish takes. She was like separated, right, from everyone. They wouldn't be so horrified if it were her children. So she's okay. Let's see. Let's see. Keeps getting bigger. So they could take part of her and her would still be alive. What the fuck? No, it doesn't look like someone who would turn in Faputa, so I must have been wrong all this time, right? At least wait until it. Oh, or maybe it is dead already. Ah, it is still alive. Oh no. Okay, so they did use the babies. Oof. Oof. I mean, the fact that I thought at least he was using dead ones, not live ones. That makes it, yeah, more horrible. Even if they do inevitably die, is she trying to console her? What does she want? To kill herself? Okay, we know she's alive now, so she didn't, right? I mean, I kind of understand all of their motivations. It kind of reminds me of a Mitty situation, you know, in a sense, right? So yeah. So even interesting how Belov was even more psychologically affected than Voeka. She's kind of psychologically stronger, you know, even though she had a closer bond with Irumio. It's interesting seeing how Belov is now in the present. She became huge. And her babies were also becoming bigger. Well, it is that egg of the desire. Yeah. I don't think it shattered. Ah, she burst a new one. Giving her another one? Yeah, he also doesn't seem in his right mind, doesn't he? But as I said, I understand his motivations too. As a leader, he feels responsible for the whole expedition, right? So he felt like he did what he could best to preserve everyone's, most of their lives. So now she's going to have a new wish. She got a new egg and a new wish. Whew. Are they following her somewhere? Oh gosh. See, Belov is like super psychologically affected. Holy shit. It's very curious to think how they ended up the people, the creatures they are today. Holy shit, she's like a column. Is she gonna create a bridge here? And this is where maybe the place where the village will be. It will probably be discovered, maybe? Maybe they are living inside her. Actually, that would be a crazy idea. Absorbing the creatures. Like, imagine if she became so huge and became kind of the village. That's probably it's not really. It doesn't look like how the village looks, right? He really was a sweet, kind person, right? But maybe really after his humanity was taken from him and he became a hollow, that's when his personality has changed. So was he devoured and became a hollow? Let's see. Whoa. Wait, was I? It looks similar, right? To the village. Now let's see. Who is Faputa then? So he should be transforming into what we know him now, right? Or he just disappears? Yes! So then they all went in and transformed into inside Irumyu, but Wek refused. That's, I suppose. Let's see. Sounds crazy. See, and there is this kind of barrier. Okay, so I thought my theory, like last second theory about how being their village is freaking crazy, but it looks like that was actually right. But Weka was inside the village, under the village, and she wasn't transformed. Want to jump off here? Well, she already tried with the knife, but we know. that she is alive, so he's pretty far away. He couldn't have saved her. He was fast! What the heck? I mean, maybe he's doing it for selfish reasons, but saving her life is still a good thing to do, in my opinion. This is not a good thing to do. Oh, and he is already transformed. But somehow she didn't, even though she's inside. That is peculiar. Yeah, I think that is his main motivation. Do everything he can, right? Homesick, that's interesting. I wonder if the second wish of Iromu was to protect them, maybe? It's hard to say because she wasn't like really human at this point, right? Wait, wasn't that girl taken by Dirt? Okay, I see. His wish was to have a home. Oh, this is Faputa. So Faputa is the child of Irumyu. That's why they look so similar. I didn't expect this twist coming. So her wish definitely wasn't like to protect him. She is them. She was mad at them. So yeah, her motivation is like revenge. And she was born with it. Well, she got her wish. She actually made a living child. But she said she wants to eradicate them. Hmm. So these are like all her dead children's souls? She's very motherly. Ah, poor girls. So she told them everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. But if she just hmm. So she also wants to destroy her like we wanted to destroy Mitzi in that sense to free her soul. But if Vazukyan and Voeka were right, if something happens to Voeka, Irumyu might crumble by herself. That's sweet. Yeah. Okay, so see, I was so sure that Irumyu turned into Faputa because they had literally the same eyes. They looked so similar. But yeah, there were some twists I didn't see coming. Like when I had a suspicion that, oh, is she going to like turn into the village? And she did. That was honestly super unexpected. So the whole village, the structure of it, is Irumyu's body, and Faputa is actually her the only success in the kid birthing. But she was born along with her mom's feelings of revenge. So that's curious because yes, Vazukyan, it was told he used the egg on himself, but then the egg that he gave to the second egg that he gave to Iromyu, that was supposed to be like her wish. And she went and created a village for them, thus kind of fulfilling Vazukyan's desire. But what about like her wish? If she felt vengeful, if she wanted to take revenge on them and eradicate them for killing her kids, for eating her kids, I guess they would die anyway, but yeah, they could at least wait until that happens. Then she probably wouldn't have given them all a home if she was so vengeful. So that part is a little bit confusing. And yeah, I feel like, as I said already, I understand everyone. I understand Vazukyan's motivations, and I understand obviously why Belaf was so horrified. and maybe after he kind of offered his body soul to Irumyu, maybe he felt like now he has paid his debts, so to say, and so now it's okay, and that's how kind of let go of that, and then he wasn't really even human anymore, so he kind of with time also let go of his human nature. While Weka, she was very psychologically strong, so she didn't lose her mind like Belaf, but she started having thoughts of suicide because she didn't feel like she could go on like this, and maybe she also was hoping that yeah, if something happens to her and Irumyu misses her, Irumyu will wither and die and her soul will be freed. So maybe she kind of had that same idea. But obviously Vazukyan stopped her, and yeah, you could say he did it for selfish reasons because he was worried that the village will be destroyed, so he had to keep her there. But at the same time, I think stopping a person from suicide is usually a good idea, especially since I feel like life is pretty valuable, especially in a place like this. It's very easy to lose your life, and she even kept like her humanity, which is incredible. As everyone who passed, they all, maybe because of the intent, like they passed and they were like, I offer myself to you, and that's why they were transformed. But Weka, she was just brought there, she didn't vow anything, or maybe it's like the place from where she was brought, but then she went inside the village, and then now Rika is also walking through the village and she's alright. So maybe it was like a special act of giving yourself away, you know, and if you don't offer it, you wouldn't change. So this is all very peculiar, a lot of things I didn't see coming. In general, I guess the bottom line now is that Faputa feels like she's mad at all the people, kinda. I'm not sure if she's mad at Vueka or not, because Vueka kinda was the one who made the choice to give the first egg to Irumyu, but maybe no, the idea of revenge and anger is more focused on people who were, well, it was Bazukyan, I guess, mainly, who was killing or taking her babies and creating food from them. But it seems like the main goal, she said, I want to eradicate them. That's what she said. So it's not just destroying the village to free her mom's spirit, it's also taking revenge on the people who she think like wrong her mom in a sense, and maybe that's the promise they made with Reg. We still don't know like the secret of Reg's origins, which will be peculiar to see, but obviously he kind of appeared somewhere there and made contact with Faputa, and they became very close friends, and they made the promise to each other that he will go find something that is super like of value to him, and then he will help her eradicate this village. I suppose that's what it seems so far. So some parts are still a bit like confusing, a bit of a mystery, but overall I think it starts to make more sense. Like we got the full backstory mainly. Now we'll just have to see how the story unfolds. So yeah, that would be I think it for today. As usual, I'm very scared about watching the next episodes. So yeah, share your thoughts on this one in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. Thank you for watching and see ya.